Hello, Harry here. Today, in spirit of the Ekiden Relay, we're here in the Regents Park in London with a team of 6 incredible athletes who'll be taking on the 100-kilometre world record. The time to beat, 6 hours, 9 minutes and 14 seconds. To give you an idea of pace, that's about 3 minutes and 40 seconds per kilometre, or around about 5 minutes and 56 seconds per mile. To give you an idea, give you some context for that speed and how fast that is, if you ran that for a park run, just 5 kilometres, it would give you a final time of 18 minutes and 20 seconds. For a 10k, you're looking about 36:40, for a half marathon 1 hour and 17 minutes, and for a full marathon an incredible 2 hours and 34 minutes. Let me tell you, that's quite quick. Can the team do it? We'll wait and see. The route itself is going to be laps known as the outer circle, which we've measured out to be about 4.3, 4.4 kilometres, and the athletes will be passing a baton between them, which will actually have a Garmin Fenix 7 watch strapped because of the battery life to measure the distance. It's going to be quite a tough effort, and particularly around midday, we're going to have quite a lot of foot traffic here, dog walkers, cyclists, as you can see, but gentlemen there on the Boris bike, so they're going to have to watch out for that. But hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a nice flat course, and we can see today a great time. Behind me here, you'll see the matte black ProDirect sports van. This will act as the base by which the athletes can come back to, refresh and recharge and get warm again before heading out for their next relay leg. Just behind me is the cinder track here at the Regents Park where the athletes can warm up, and you'll see our first leg here, Becky Briggs, winner of the Bath Half Marathon 2020, warming up ready to set us off.
So Nike came with us with a bit of a surprise because we told them what we were doing, and we managed to get Paula Radcliffe to send us a little message.
Hi everyone, I just wanted to send you a quick message to all 6 of you in the Nike Ekiden Relay team. I wanted to wish you the very best of luck. I know you've got an upcoming attempt very soon on the 100-kilometre Ekiden Relay world record. I know you have it in you. It's a very, very tough challenge, as I'm sure you're well aware, but I know that you will have prepared, and just stick together as a team, enjoy the experience. You'll come through it stronger and hopefully with a world record at the end of it. So the very best of luck from me.
The watch is zeroed and ready. Becky Briggs just doing her last few strides. We're ready. Let's do this. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm really excited to get going. Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic event.
Brilliant, Becky. We wish you all the best. Becky, let's go in 3, 2, 1. So we saw Becky flying around, looking very determined, very focused, not giving an inch and staying on pace. She will hand the baton in a moment when she finishes her second lap to Ben from YouTube, known as Ben Is Running. We'll see how he does. As we wait here for Becky Briggs to finish her second lap, she'll be handing the baton over to Ben here. Ben, how are you feeling about your leg?
Yeah, I'm really excited. After seeing Becky come past, she looked like she was comfortable. I'm excited to give a good few laps around here, a go for the team. She'll be with us at any point now, so I'm all warmed up, well, as warm as I can get in this lovely winter's day here in London, but yeah, I'm ready to give it a good go.
You're very brave wearing the tank top. I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Here we go. Becky Briggs handing over to Ben, and Ben is off and away. He's got the baton. Here we go. He raises in the air. He's looking confident. Flying down the Regents Park for his first leg. We wish him all the best. Becky Briggs now finished our first leg of the relay. Becky, you look very focused. How did it feel?
Yeah, it was really good. It felt fantastic, and like having the fact that it's a relay and that there's like kind of a time pressure that's more than your own. It was just really good motivation. Yeah. And
temperature-wise, was it cold or did you warm up all right?
Do you know what? Beforehand, I was absolutely freezing, but now it's ideal conditions, I would say. Yeah, it's perfect.
Perfect. Brilliant. Becky Briggs with a fantastic first leg for the team. The record is on. And coming now down the road is Ben on the second leg of this relay. Keeping us on pace for that 100-kilometre record. Here we go, Ben. Waving the baton still. Lovely running, Ben. Keep it up. The Alpha Flies are looking good. He's looking bouncy, looking quick. relaxed in the shoulders. Ben's got this under control.
So I just went through 5k on my 13-kilometre leg in just over 16 minutes 20 I think. So yeah, settled into a nice pace. Just got to keep this going. There you go. There's the Phoenix, 3:15 a k. Let's keep this going.
So of course, Ben is running, currently has the baton. He'll be handing over to Tom Folan. Here's Tom now, just on his warm-up. Tom, how are you feeling?
I feel pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, it's always a difficult one, isn't it? We're in unfamiliar circumstances for everybody in a relay challenge such as this. But yeah, feeling good on the warm-up, and hopefully can do my bit for the team.
Have you got any kind of tactics? Are you going to keep a consistent pace? Will you be staring at the Garmin, or are you just going to see how it feels?
So it's going to be a pretty solid tempo effort for myself. I'm hoping I'm just going to get locked into the pace, cruise along in those alpha flies and that buttery soft ZoomX foam, and that will propel me to the time that we're looking for.
Excellent, Tom. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Carry on with your warm-up. We look forward to seeing how Tom does.
So just coming through onto my last lap, being joined by Julian, right? Yes. He's joined me for the last lap and a half. Pace, doing well, past the guys now. Cheers guys. There you go, team support onto the last lap.
Tom just starting to jog his way down to Ben. Tom Folan here, ready to receive from Ben the treasured baton with the Garmin Phoenix 7 strapped in the middle of it. Beautiful running, Ben. Handing over to Tom Folan here. Tom, you're off. Have a good run, Tom. Let's have a quick chat with Ben. Ben, 3 laps. You looked comfortable. How did it feel?
Yeah, it was good. The last lap was definitely the longest of the 3. Went out at quite a fast pace. Was joined by a subscriber from the channel, Julian. So yeah, thanks for keeping me company. I think I actually ran a 10k PB.
Really?
Yeah, 32:26, I believe.
Amazing.
The 10k and 43 minutes for. Let's have a quick look. Just over 13 kilometres. 62 hours of recovery. I don't think I'm going to get that today because I've got to do it all again soon.
You got to go again, yeah.
There you go, 3:14 per kilometre.
Woo. Fantastic, amazing pacing. You got to feel good. And temperature-wise, you heated up. You weren't too cold.
No, perfect temperature really. It's a little bit windy on this home straight here, but other than that, yeah, it's perfect temperature.
Amazing, Ben. It was a joy to watch. Well done. Go get some rest in the van, and yeah, good luck for your second leg. Philly's just headed off to do some strides to warm up, ready to receive the baton from Tom. As you'll see, the clock is now approaching the 2-hour mark. So we've got just a few minutes before Philly starts her leg. Philly, you've just tested out the Vaporflies. How did they feel?
Yeah, they feel great. I mean, they're fresh out of the box, really fast. I love them for the shorter stuff, sort of 10k to half marathon. So yeah, they should be just the right ones to get the job done.
And you're doing quite a lot of long distance training at the moment. So how generally are the legs feeling at the moment? Are you a little bit tired, or are you feeling fairly fresh?
I feel fairly fresh. Sort of in marathon training, you never feel really fresh. But I've sort of included this in my week as a session. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Well, we'll let you carry on with your strides. Philly, all the best with your leg. Tom just completing his 3rd lap. He's looking at roughly a total of about 13 kilometres that he's been running at this pace. He'll be handing over to Philly. Here we go, change over here. Tom through to Philly, and Philly is away. Beautiful, looking smooth. She starts her own watch. Tom, you mentioned something about you saw some giraffes partway around.
I did indeed, yeah. I didn't realise I was going to get a safari on the run as well. It was lovely. I've never actually seen giraffes in the flesh before, so that was a bit of a bonus.
So we are quite close to London Zoo. That's why you can see giraffe heads just poking over the top. But generally, were you happy with how you felt? Did you feel good? The shoes felt good?
Yeah, to be honest, I said on the bike, it's one of those sort of pinch me moments where you think, this is my job right now. I'm running around Regents Park on an afternoon in January in the Alpha Flies, and it's my job. But yeah, overall the pace was good. About 3:34 on the watch for 13.2 kilometres. So decent effort for myself. Yeah, very, very happy.
Absolutely brilliant, Tom. Well done.
Thank you very much, man. It's a bit moist.
A bit sweaty. So one of the things that some people might not know about Ben is he actually does some running on YouTube as well and has a video channel known as Ben is Running. Ben, I know that originally you got the name, you're inspired by a guy called Ginger is Running.
Yeah, right.
Tell me how it started up for you. Was it an active decision, or did it kind of happen gradually? You thought, I quite like filming these runs.
Yeah, so I originally started running when I moved to Sweden. I stayed in Stockholm with my girlfriend for just over 9 months, and that's where I met Adam, who was one of my friends who was sort of doing the Instagram, filming a little bit of running, and then I sort of started filming some of my running, my training, taking the camera along to races and stuff like that, and just posting it on YouTube online. And yeah, it's sort of taken off from there, and now I've got into a position where it's basically my full-time job, which is great, and I get to come along and do events like we're doing today.
Billy, great running, Billy, well done. Beautiful.
Katie, you've made no secret of the fact that you're a little bit nervous about this challenge. How are you feeling right now?
Do you know what? I am nervous, but I'm actually really excited because the team have smashed it so far and I've just got to keep it going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's a good approach. Katie, best of luck.
Thank you.
And I think Philly is just approaching somewhere down there. Here we go. The handover from Philly Bowden to Katie Brown is happening right here, right now. It's over. She's off and away. Katie Brown taking on another leg for the team here today as we hit 2 hours and 47 minutes into the challenge. It's exciting stuff. Philly, how are you feeling?
Yeah, good. Like, it was definitely better when I had company on that middle lap with the bike. A few pedestrians that didn't like me a bit.
I was going to say, do you have to weave in and out a little bit?
A little bit. It's more like the crossings when the cars stop, but I'm not a car, so I was like, I'm coming through.
And the handover went okay to Katie, it looked fairly smooth?
Yeah, it was good. You just want to pick up at the end, but obviously we're distance runners. We're not used to relay changeovers, so yeah, no, it was good.
Brilliant, very well done. We just saw Katie fly by there and she shouted, I'm going way too quickly. So hopefully she can hold the pace, but she looked really good. Fortunately, as it starts to rain outside, we are now in the warmth of the Pro Direct van. I'm with Becky Briggs. Becky, I want to ask you a little bit more about Bath Half Marathon 2020, if I can take you back. One of the weird things about that race is that you knew running it was going to be one of the last races for a while. Obviously, the pandemic was hitting and the Bath Half Marathon became one of the last UK races available. You ended up going on to win it, and it is an incredible piece of footage. You crossed the line, you cry as you crossed the line. It obviously meant a lot. Can you just talk me through what it was like that day and what it meant to win that?
I can't explain, what it was like. I felt like this enormous pressure because I knew that, it was the start of this whole coronavirus thing. No one really knew what was going to happen, but I knew that it was the last chance that I was going to have to race in a long while. And I knew that I was like, I've got to make this one count. And I'd had a really tough, I suppose, year with my running, just kind of moving to uni and moving training groups and stuff. It had been really tough, and I just kind of wanted to show that I was still in the game and I was still there. And yeah, I went on to break my own British under-20 record, so I set a new record. And yeah, it meant so much. It was an awful day weather-wise. It was pouring with rain, and I don't know, just to kind of finish and win, like, I can't explain how much it meant, but you know, I've watched back that footage of me crossing the line, and like I can watch it and it makes me cry again, because it does just show that, like, I know, yeah, running to me means so much more than just like the times and stuff. It's that feeling, and if I could replicate that feeling, like, I really would. Like, you just can't like capture it, but yeah, it meant so much.
Katie Brown handing over now to Dan Jarvis, the main weapon. Here he goes. Beautiful. Well done, Katie.
How many Ks does it say?
57.48.
Perfect.
Katie, amazing effort. The nerves must have gone partway around. How do you feel now?
Oh, I'm very, very tired. My legs. This long stretch just went on forever. That clock didn't come any closer. But no, do you know what? Like, it makes such a difference when you know you've got a team. Like, not that I give up, but when you get to that give up mindset, you're like, I've got 5 other people waiting at the finish line. So it just kept me going, but it was hard, really hard, but I'm so pleased it's done.
Well done. It gives you something to push for, knowing that you're working with the team. So, yeah, well done, well done.
Thank you.
So we're here today in the Regents Park in London. It was originally opened in 1835 as a pleasure garden. It had been proposed by the Prince Regent himself, hence the name, and it was opened in 1835 for just 2 days a week to the public. The outer circle that we've been running around makes the perfect route for our challenge today. International elite athlete Dan Jarvis flying by there. He looked like he was barely breathing and probably running the fastest pace of the day so far. That man can run. You can see the main clock behind me just ticking up towards the 4-hour mark. So far everything going fairly smoothly. Out there somewhere is Dan Jarvis, international elite athlete, and he's coming in to hand over to the one and only Becky Briggs. Becky, you started us off. Any difference in tactics this time?
I think I'm just going to see what I can do and yeah, just enjoy the last lap that I've got to do.
Brilliant. Well, here we go. Dan Jarvis is approaching, looking barely out of breath, very smooth, absolutely flying down this road. Motorbike zooming past. He's got the baton with the Garmin Phoenix on. He hands it over to Becky Briggs, who sets off for the second time today. Dan, you were telling me earlier that you haven't done so much of this relay stuff. How's it been, the experience so far? Do you feel like is it enjoyable to be a part of a team?
Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's quite a weird one because normally I've done road relays for clubs and you can kind of see people, like, you only see them when they pass through this point because the whole park is like huge. So it's quite a different experience. You also have like a little bit more prediction time in mind because it really depends how people run on the day. But no, it's hard. That last lap was quite hard.
Becky Briggs being followed by the Boris bike there, swinging the arm, still looking smooth even for her second time round. Fantastic changeover there from Becky, straight to Tom Folan, who's off like a rocket down the road. Becky, we may as well ask you, how was it going round a second time? Were the legs tired or did it feel okay?
The legs were tired, but it was nice to know that I only had one lap. So yeah, but no, it was good.
You can push a little bit harder knowing that it's just one lap to go.
Yeah, no, definitely. When you get to that top bit, I was like, oh, nearly done. So yeah, really good.
The rest of your training week, what's it looking like? Have you still got some quite high mileage going on? I know that the weekend you've got some big runs.
Yeah, so I think on Friday I've got a 2.5 hour run. So that'll be maybe 22, 23 miles, I'd say. So yeah, I'm hoping my legs are somewhat recovered for that.
I hope so too. Incredible. Becky, well done.
Thank you.
Katie saying that she's feeling ready. She's got one lap to do. Tom Folan breathing hard. He's gritting the teeth. The arm is outstretched. Katie receives with an exclaim of "all," and she's off and away, bouncing down the road. I don't know if it was a good "all." Tom Folan, you've just finished your leg. It's fair to say you do look quite tired and quite sweaty, possibly even more than your first leg. How did it feel?
Yeah, I mean, the first leg, you know, you're feeling great. You're here for a big occasion, so there's the endorphins and the adrenaline's pumping, and you know you can breeze around the first lap, and it's fairly comfortable. But that with fatigue in the legs is tough. And we mentioned it before, but Philly was kind enough to bake us some vegan brownies, not brownies, vegan flapjacks. And as delicious as they were, I probably shouldn't have eaten a whole one less than an hour before that leg. So I got out fairly hard, and when it's the last leg, you've got to dig in and give it your all. Like you can't quit halfway round on your final leg. So like you mentioned as well earlier, when there's a team here and the kind of relay aspect of it, you know, in a session by yourself, sometimes it's easy to be like, oh, I'll stop at 5k, I'll stop at 10k when you're intending to do more. But here, there's none of that. So it's great for your mentality to know that you can't quit because there's other people waiting to get that baton. So overall, I'm pretty happy with my legs today. And yeah, it's inspiring to just be around so many runners that are so much faster than myself. It really inspires you to get to that level. So yeah, great day. I'm going to eat some bourbons now, to be honest, I think, yeah.
So here's an example of one of the types of shoes carrying the athletes today to victory. This is a Nike Vaporfly done in the new Ekiden colour scheme, which is based around the setting sun around Mount Fuji in Japan. That's how they brought out the reds, the oranges and the yellows, also known as University Gold, as they'd call it. And this uses ZoomX foam, and the athletes have already described it as pretty bouncy. But let's hope they can carry them through for a 100k record. Katie, it looked to me as tired and as sweaty as you are right now. It does look like you had a good run. You're more in your flow.
Yeah, do you know what? I think so. I think the momentum of everyone else has just kept going throughout the whole day, and it just makes it so much easier to get going again. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was hard, but I think it's because in our head I know we're doing so well that I was running relaxed, and then I think as a result I just was in the zone. I just felt really good. So, but I am glad it's over. I'm not gonna lie.
You're well prepared. As you can see, the nail varnish was done in the right colours as well, so everything looking ready. And the shoes themselves, we've got to talk about the shoes. You're wearing the Alphafly. How does it feel as a shoe?
Do you know what? It's the first time I've worn an Alphafly, and I only wore the Vaporflies last year. I've only kind of like discovered the carbon shoe very recently. But tell you what, they do make a difference. And one where I do notice it is when you do start to get a bit tired and your form falls, the shoes really help you stay in a form, which as a result just feels like it just keeps you going. So they're really good. And yeah, they're a cut above the Vaporfly, I have to admit. So I am team Alphafly from here on out, I think.
Amazing, love it. Katie, well done. We'll go cool down, refresh in the van, and yeah, we'll see you again in a bit.
Now I'm on the second to last leg. Got one more lap to go before I pass off to Benny's running, or Ben Bowen is his real name. It's getting hard, but we're getting close.
So what is an Ekiden? Well, an Ekiden is a long-distance, multi-stage relay race, usually involving teams of men or women, but sometimes also mixed, 7 to 10. It originated in Japan, and the first sport Ekiden was recorded in 1917. The competitors ran a total of 508 kilometers over 3 days.
Here we go, last lap time.
So here we go, the final changeover. Dan Jarvis, who's absolutely flown around an incredible time, passes over to Ben is running, who's heading down there. He's got the camera, he's checking the baton, he's having a look to see what the total distance is. Hopefully we're looking about a lap and a half to go.
So it's at 92 kilometres now. That means I've just got over 7 kilometres to go. Here we go.
Dan, I think it's fair to say you're looking a little tired now. How does it feel?
Very tired. Just a little bit windy. It's getting colder. The park's getting busier. So there's like more traffic on like the roads, more cyclists, more cars.
Yeah.
There's more runners out, which is quite nice. And you can kind of pick runners off in a sense. But yeah, it was just a tough second leg.
Keep the flame on next. I'ma keep it going till there ain't nothing left. Going till there ain't nothing. Keep the flame on next. I'ma keep it going till there ain't nothing left. Going till there ain't nothing. Keep the flame on next. I'ma keep it going till there ain't nothing left.
So the watch just clicked 99k. That means I've got one more K to do and we're done. Final push.
Here he comes, Ben, on the final leg. This is it, the end of the Ekiden Relay here in Regents Park in London. A team of 6 have run 100 kilometres, trying to beat the current record of 6 hours, 9 minutes and 14 seconds. And here he is on the final leg. It's Ben from Ben is Running, finishing up beautiful. Look at the time, 5 hours, 38 minutes and a second. Absolutely beautiful.
Wow. All right. 2 hour 18 through the marathon. An hour and 8 through the half. 31 minute 10k. 15:27 5k. 4:54 was the fastest mile. 3 minute k. Anything else? And 100
Longest
kilometre run.
Brilliant. So together the team of 6 have smashed that 100 kilometre solo record, running a total time of 5 hours, 37 minutes and 51 seconds, smashing the previous 6:09.14. What a run from all 6.